Hello students, the topic for today's lecture is endospore in bacteria. Now let us have an introduction about endospore. We have studied about reproduction in bacteria in detail. Now this is also in continuation to that, but this is not a method of reproduction. हमने बात करी है asexual reproduction and sexual reproduction in bacteria या gene transfer in bacteria. और हमने ये भी बात करी कि reproduction जब होता है when times are good या environmental conditions are favorable, तभी bacteria multiply करता है. But when environmental conditions are not favorable, then certain bacteria, they have got a capability to shrink down and encrust critical cellular element in a tough casing. That tough casing is called as endospore. Endo means inside and spore we know, that is why, because this structure is formed inside the cell, that is why it is called as endospore. Now how endospore is formed or process is initiated, it works like this, that the bacterium, it senses environmental stress or unfavorable environmental condition, which are, if we want to list those environmental stress, then it would be change in temperature, change in pH, lack of nutrition, etc. जब ऐसे conditions होते हैं तब these conditions they trigger activation of genes, और वो जो genes होती हैं they create a tough shell within the stressed cell and they have all the basics needed for life, and when conditions become favorable the bacterial cell degrades away, just leaving the shell behind. Some bacteria produce endospores within their cell by a process called as sporulation. So formation of endospore is called as sporulation, and commonly endospore producing bacteria are bacillus and usually of genus Clostridium, and they are the best studied endospore producing bacteria. अब ये जो spores होते हैं, endospores होते हैं, they are extraordinarily resistant to environmental stresses such as, अभी हमने बात करी, heat, UV radiation, gamma radiation, chemical disinfectants and desiccation, and they can remain dormant for extremely long period of time. And they are of great practical significance in food, industrial and medical microbiology due to their resistant nature and pathogenic nature also, because some pathogenic species of bacteria also produce endospore. Then endospore is a dormant, tough, non-reproductive structure. एक बार हम दोबारा इस बात को emphasize करते हैं कि it is not a method of reproduction, it is not a method of multiplication, because initially also before the formation of endospore there is one bacterial cell, and after formation of endospore also there is one bacterial cell. So it is a method to withstand environmental stress or unfavorable environmental condition. So endospore is a dormant, tough and non-reproductive structure. Now we will discuss structure of endospores. Now endospores, they can readily be seen under the light microscope, and they are strongly refractile bodies due to being very impermeable to usual dyes, that is methylene blue. और इनका स्ट्रक्चर कॉम्प्लेक्स होता है क्योंकि इन कंपैरिजन टू वेजिटेटिव सेल इनमें बहुत सारी लेयर्स होती हैं, एंड मल्टी लेयर्ड होने के पीछे रीजन यही है, प्रोटेक्शन ऑफ द जेनेटिक मटेरियल ऑफ द बैक्टीरियल सेल which was under stress, that is why it has been converted into endospore. It is multi-layered structure and the outermost layer is called as exosporium, and it is a thin delicate covering. Beneath exosporium there is spore coat, and spore coat consists of several protein layers. It is impermeable and responsible for spores resistance to chemicals. Spore coat के नीचे there is cortex which occupies as much half of the spore volume, उससे छोटा होता है. Cortex consists of loosely cross-linked peptidoglycans, and inside the cortex is the core which has core membrane, and protoplast, and it possesses cytoplasm, nucleoid, ribosomes, etc., but it is metabolically inactive. The core or spore protoplast of a mature endospore consists of dipicolinic acid and calcium ions, जो कि अकर करते हैं in the form of calcium dipicolinate complex. और ये जो calcium dipicolinate complex है, it is responsible for giving endospore the property of withstanding desiccation, and because of it, consistency of core protoplasm is that of thick gel. Then there are small acid soluble spore proteins also present. ये जो ऐसे SPS हैं, they are considered to perform at least two important functions. One is they tightly bind DNA to the core, and secondly they protect it from UV radiation, desiccation and dry heat. Now this is the structure of endospore. हमने अभी बात करी कि it is a multi-layered structure. Outer layer is exosporium, then spore coat. This is outer coat, this is inner coat, then cortex, and inside the cortex there is core, and core consists of genetic material. According to the position of endospore, it may be terminal, subterminal and central. So terminal, subterminal and central endospore. So this is the diagram of endospore. This is how endospore looks like. Now we come to formation of endospore or sporulation. कि एंडोस्पोर बनता कैसे है. Now this slide shows various steps that are required in the formation of endospore. Endospore formation takes place in overall 8 steps. Now let us discuss these steps one by one. First step is, this diagram shows a normal vegetative cell. ये जो normal vegetative cell है, when it is about to undergo sporulation, तो इसमें DNA replication होगा. DNA has now replicated and it aligns along the cell's axis. Now when DNA has replicated, then cytoplasmic membrane, starts invaginating and it starts forming a forespore. So here we will see that this cytoplasmic membrane, it has invaginated, ऊपर से भी नीचे से भी, and 2 compartments have been formed. This is mother spore and this is forespore. Now gradually ये जो membrane invaginate होना शुरू हुई थी, it has invaginated completely and this mother cell has divided into 2 unequal compartments. This smaller compartment is forespore and larger compartment is mother cell. अब यहाँ पर second membrane has also been formed. After the second membrane has formed, यहाँ पे cortex formation start होता है, and cortex में हमने structure में बात करी थी, there is lot of calcium dipicolinic acid deposited. तो here deposition of calcium dipicolinic acid is taking place along with the formation of the cortex. So spore coat and cortex are being formed here. Spore coat is outer spore coat and inner spore coat. So gradually एक के बाद एक layers collect होती चली जाती हैं, and when all these layers have been formed, then this here lysis of mother spore takes place and this endospore is released from the original cell, and this diagram shows liberated endospore, fully mature endospore. So these are the 8 steps that take place in the formation of endospore. Now we are saying since the beginning that endospore is very resistant. Actually the very aim of a bacterial cell undergoing endospore formation is this, that the cell should be able to withstand environmental stress or unfavorable environmental conditions. So because of this, endospores are very resistant bodies. These can retain viability for many years. And it has been seen that few viable endospores of Bacillus subtilis and Licheniformis, they have been found in the soil attached to the plants, and looking at them it looks like they are 200 to 300 years old, and they are present at Kew Gardens Herbarium. So by this we can imagine how resistant are endospores. Then endospores can even retain viability for millennia, and viable endospores have been found in geological deposits where they must have been dormant for thousands of years. यहाँ तो हम 200 to 300 years की बात कर रहे हैं कि ऐसे उस हर्बेरियम में हैं, और अदरवाइज जियोलॉजिकल डिपॉजिट्स में भी एंडोस्पोर्स मिले हैं विच हैव बीन डॉर्मेंट फॉर थाउजेंड्स ऑफ ईयर्स. ये दोनों पॉइंट हमें ये शो करते हैं कि एंडोस्पोर्स आर वेरी रेजिस्टेंट, and the factor that is responsible for such prolonged viability of endospore, पहले भी हमने कहा था, is thought to be dipicolinic acid, which provides heat resistance to endospore. Then this calcium dipicolinate and acid soluble protein stabilization of DNA, spore coat, DNA repair, and the greater stability of cells in bacteria adapted to growth at high temperatures. तो कैल्शियम डिपिकोलिनिक एसिड, डिपिकोलिनेट एंड डिपिकोलिनिक एसिड ये प्रोवाइड करते हैं हीट रेजिस्टेंस, एंड इनसे स्टेबलाइजेशन भी होता है डीएनए का, स्पोर कोट, डीएनए रिपेयर, और ये सारे एडवांटेजेस होते हैं. नाउ वी कम टू जर्मिनेशन ऑफ एंडोस्पोर. हमने बात करी व्हाट इज एंडोस्पोर, व्हेन इट इज फॉर्म्ड, देन सेकेंडली स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ एंडोस्पोर. नाउ वी कम टू, दैट वाज कॉल्ड एज स्पोरुलेशन. नाउ वी कम टू द प्रोसेस ऑफ जर्मिनेशन ऑफ एंडोस्पोर. अभी हमने लास्ट स्लाइड में बात करी कि एंडोस्पोर जो है इट इज वेरी रेजिस्टेंट स्ट्रक्चर, एंड इट कैन रिमेन डॉर्मेंट फॉर several thousands of years or hundreds of years. अगर नॉर्मली हम कहें तो इट रिमेन्स डॉर्मेंट थ्रू आउट द अनफेवरेबल एनवायरमेंटल कंडीशन. अब जब कभी भी एनवायरमेंटल कंडीशंस दे बिकम फेवरेबल, देन द सेल अगेन कन्वर्ट्स इनटू अ एंडोस्पोर, अगेन कन्वर्ट्स इनटू अ वेजिटेटिव सेल. So conversion of endospore into active vegetative cell appears to be a complex process. Formation was also a complex process because it is a multi-layered structure, and germination of endospore is also a complex process. The only difference is that formation, because 3 layers have to be formed, so formation takes a little longer time, and germination is a very quick process. It involves 3 steps. Formation involved 8 steps. Now conversion of endospore into active vegetative cell involves 3 steps. They are activation, germination, and outgrowth. Now first of all, activation. Activation, as the name itself indicates, इस step में endospore starts becoming active. So it is a process that prepares endospore for germination, and it is very easily accomplished by heating at sublethal but elevated temperature. थोड़ा सा भी हाई टेम्परेचर पे हीट किया जाए तो ट्रिगर हो जाता है प्रोसेस ऑफ जर्मिनेशन. सो इट कैन इजीली बी accomplished. Now activated endospore, it undergoes germination which is characterized by swelling. सबसे पहले पहचान ये है कि दिस एंडोस्पोर इज अंडरगोइंग जर्मिनेशन इज दैट इट स्वेल्स अप. वो स्वेल हो जाता है. जब एंडोस्पोर बन रहा होता है तब द सेल श्रिंक्स, बिकॉज वो रिफ्रेक्टाइल हो जाता है, उसमें वाटर जो है वो सारा ड्राई हो जाता है, वो एक डेसिकेटेड कंडीशन में हो जाता है. बट ऑपोजिट चेंजेस टेक प्लेस इन द प्रोसेस ऑफ जर्मिनेशन. सो इट इज कैरेक्टराइज्ड बाय स्वेलिंग एंड कॉन्सिक्वेंटली रप्चर और एब्जॉर्प्शन ऑफ स्पोर कोट. स्पोर कोट रप्चर हो जाता है. डिपिकोलिनिक एसिड जो पहले एक्यूमुलेट हुआ था, नाउ देर इज लॉस ऑफ डिपिकोलिनिक एसिड क्योंकि अब उसका रिक्वायरमेंट नहीं है. एंड देन जो SASPS प्रोटीन्स एक्यूमुलेट हुए थे उनका भी डिग्रेडेशन स्टार्ट हो जाता है. ऐसा सब होने से लॉस ऑफ रेजिस्टेंस टू हीट एंड अदर स्ट्रेसेस हो जाता है. दैट मीन्स इन केमिकल्स के डिग्रेड होने से एंडोस्पोर इज नाउ नो लॉन्गर रेजिस्टेंट टू हीट एंड अदर स्ट्रेसेस. लॉस ऑफ रिफ्रैक्टिविटी, वो स्वेल होना शुरू हो जाता है. ऐसा सब होने के साथ साथ देयर इज एनहांसमेंट इन मेटाबॉलिक एक्टिविटी. अदरवाइज डॉर्मेंट था, बट अब मेटाबॉलिक एक्टिविटीज ग्रेजुअली स्टार्ट होना शुरू हो जाती हैं. द फाइनल स्टेज इज द आउटग्रोथ विच इन्वॉल्व्स विजिबल स्वेलिंग ड्यू टू वाटर अपटेक. अब एकदम विजिबल दिखाई देने लग जाता है, बहुत ज्यादा उसमें स्वेलिंग हो जाती है क्योंकि वाटर अपटेक है. इट इज रिवर्स ऑफ स्पोरिलेशन एंड मेटाबॉलिक प्रोसेसेस हैव ऑलरेडी स्टार्टेड. नाउ सिंथेसिस ऑफ न्यू RNA, DNA एंड प्रोटीन ऑल्सो स्टार्ट्स. और स्पोर का जो प्रोटोप्लास्ट है, इट एमर्जेस फ्रॉम द ब्रोकन स्पोर कोट. जो मल्टीलेट स्ट्रक्चर अभी हमने स्टडी करा था, उसमें हमने देखा कि स्पोर कोट के अंदर कोर, एंड कोर कंसिस्ट्स ऑफ प्रोटोप्लास्ट, और सिंपली हम कहें तो DNA ऑफ बैक्टीरिया. नाउ दैट कोट हैज ब्रोकन, सो द कोर रिलीजेस genetic material of bacteria or DNA, and it develops into an active bacterial cell, and immediately vegetative cell में convert होते ही it begins to divide. और ऐसा क्यों होता है? बिकॉज एंडोस्पोर का जर्मिनेशन ही बहुत फेवरेबल कंडीशंस में हो रहा है. एंड हमने रिप्रोडक्शन के चैप्टर में पढ़ा था कि बाइनरी फिशन, bacteria multiplies by binary fission and it takes place in favorable conditions. So as soon as vegetative cell is formed from endospore, it starts dividing by the process of binary fission, and finally वो जो reproduction है that begins. Thank you.